Hi guys, welcome to part 4 of the Unity Arkanoid tutorial. We got a few fun things working last time. We got the custom bounce working on the paddle so we can affect the direction of the ball by where we hit it with our paddle. We got the blocks to have health so we can destroy blocks. And we also created the death wall script, the wall of death, which destroys balls. We did run into a problem, however, which is we can't reset the ball at the moment, so we're going to have a look at setting that up today. First thing I want to do is give us a button for resetting. So if we go into our project settings, input manager, open up the axes and have a look at these. We're going to use fire 1. At the moment it's left control. I want to change that to R. So R for reset, and it's also going to work on a mouse button 0. So when we press the R, we want the ball to reset here. We're going to have some problems, just to let you know. We'll go into the script and we'll go to the player controller. We need a few things here. The first thing we need is a serialized field, and this is going to be a ball. No, it's going to be a. Let me decide. It's going to be a game object. It's going to be a ball. Make a decision. It's going to be a game object, and it's going to be ball. It's going to be ball prefab. Okay. If we think about the different types, a ball is actually very much well, it's any game object that has a ball script on it, and it would be a reference to the ball script. So we want game object here for our ball prefab. That's what we're going to instantiate. We're going to instantiate a game object from the ball prefab. We need a start function now, so start, and it'll fill it in for us. Brilliant. What we want to do here is we want a ball, and we want to get let me just think how we're going to do this. It should be parented, so we should get in children. Let's get a component in children, ball, and we want to say we want vector 2. I'm going to call that ball offset. And here we're going to say ball offset equals ball dot transform dot position minus transform dot small t, please, transform dot position. So at the start we're grabbing a reference to the ball which is attached to us as a child, and then we've got the ball offset, which is the position of the ball minus the position of the transform position. This is so we can replace the ball into the same position. So now we're going to do a new void, and we're going to call this reset ball. Let's make this a public void. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say ball equals instantiate ball prefab. Let's have a look at the options we've got here. We can do it with a vector 3 and a quaternion, just with the object and a transform parent. That's what we want. I think we can just say transform. Saying ball prefab does not exist in the current context. Vector 2 ball offset. It's saying it's expecting a semicolon. I'm going to save it. I'm just going to quit out. That seems to have worked. I don't know what that was. Some weird error, but oh, here we go. Yeah, that's what we thought. We know that. Yeah. Dot get component ball. Okay, so I'm not going mad. It's just the Visual Studio that's playing up for some reason. So we want ball dot transform dot position equals transform dot position plus ball offset. Vector 3 is a position, transform position. Ball offset is a vector 2. Let's change that to a vector 3. And it's a position. Yep, and that's solved the problem there. So changing that to a vector 3 has got rid of the red squiggles. So we don't really care about the Z. The only thing that cares about the Z, I suppose, is the camera, where we had that problem with the paddle, where when the Z was set to -10, it disappeared. But basically everything should have a Z of 0 apart from the camera, which has a Z of -10. So we've got the ball parented to our paddle. We've got a new ball. We've got it parented to our paddle, and we've got the position back to where it was. It's going to start up with a lot of the things that we need because it's a new ball, it's a new instance of the ball. So let's just have a look at our catch. Transform parent.parent, that's taken care of. Simulated.false, that's automatic. Velocity vector.0, that's automatic as well. So we don't have to do anything special to the ball. That should just work. So let's save that up. Head over into Unity. Wait for it to catch up. Go to our paddle. Our player controller script. It's expecting a ball prefab. Now, if we go into our prefabs, you'll notice that the ball is just a tiny blue dot. And this is because we've parented it to the paddle and the scale of it has changed. So we want to unparent it. Now we've got 5, 5. You want to override and apply all. And And now it's a nice big blue ball again. And then we can just grab that and put it back on the paddle. Make sure we don't override, so just leave it as it is when it's parented to the paddle. Now, in your Assets Prefabs folder, the ball, you want to select the paddle and you want to drag that across to here, the ball prefab. Great. Let's just go back and have a look at our paddle script. Yeah, we've got the reset ball method, but we haven't called it. So we need to say if input dot get button down, we're going for file 1. He's going to call reset ball. This is going to cause problems, and I'll show you why. Let's have some fun. Okay, we'll test this out. So, as we found last time, when the ball hits the bottom, it disappears, and we lose the ball entirely. Then that's game over, pretty much. If I press R, I will get an absolutely gigantic blue ball. Great. That's not what I was expecting. Oh man, it's huge. That's brilliant. So I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking what's happened is, if we go into our player controller script, what we've done is we've instantiated the ball with the transform. Let's not do that. Let's just instantiate the ball on its own. And then we want to say ball.transform.parent equals this. We don't need this. Equals transform. Okay. Just change it around a bit. It's the same scaling issue. Yeah, hopefully give it a while to catch up. Let's quit out, hit play again. Destroy the blue ball. There we go, brilliant. Oh, and we've completed the level, but nothing's happened. So that's something we need to look at in the future. We're not going to look at it this video, but we will look at it in the future. I'm just enjoying playing Arkanoid now with no blocks. That's good fun. Destroy it. Hit R. It's back again. You can spam R. Obviously, the finished game is not going to allow us to spam R, but that's quite fun. We'll leave it like that for now. Have some fun with that. Cool. So we've reset the ball. The next thing we want to do is do some work with the blocks. See, the block scale is 111. That's fine. And then the block is attached to that, and it's got a scale of 180/80. So we've got a kind of buffer around it. That's good. We've got our block prefab in Assets Prefab, so we can drag a block into our screen, but can't really put it anywhere useful. So we want to go here and use toggle grid snapping on and off, available when you set tool handle to rotation. So local, global, we want that to be global, and then we can, doesn't seem to want to let me do that. Okay, I have to have the transform tool active for that to work. So let's drag this block on. Okay, when we move it around. So that's we've grabbed the prefab, we've put another prefab there. What we can do now, actually put it into blocks. We can copy it and paste it, or we can press Ctrl D to duplicate. So that was Ctrl C, Ctrl V to copy and paste, or Ctrl D to duplicate. What we've got now is they're on top of each other. Because we've got grid snapping, we can move them sort of nicely. Let's duplicate those again, drag them across, and then we can take all of those blocks, duplicate them, drag them across the other side, and we've got a full row of our yellow block, which is brilliant. So now we'll drag another block into the scene, just above that one, and we want to make some changes to this. So let's just drag it. Nope. Let's just drag it down. Nope. Let's just drag it down into our prefabs from the hierarchy and create a prefab variant. So that was block. Let's rename this. And let's call it blue block. Let's call our original block yellow block. So on this block, we're on the prefab now. And we want to go to the sprite renderer. We want to make it blue. Great. And we want to go down to our script, our health script. That's interesting, we don't seem to have a health script on our block. Override block health script, apply to all. Just going to make this green for a bit. Yeah, I'm not sure why my yellow block okay, strange things are happening here. So that's my blue block. That's my yellow block, which is now green, confusingly. So let's make it yellow again. And they seem to have moved around. That's very strange. So my blue block should have a health script on it now. It does, great. So that's a health of 2. And my yellow block also got a health of 2. We want it to have a health of 1. 2 and 1. Great. So we'll just go to blue block. We'll change the color to green. Okay. Let's get this parented as well. So I'm going to actually cheekily just move that down like that. And then move them all up. Pop, pop. Great. Now I'm going to duplicate this block a couple of times. Okay, so you can probably do that step 100 times better than how I did it. I got all confused. I got my yellow blocks and my blue blocks all mixed up and mixed around and upside down. But finally we have 2 rows of blocks. What I wanted to show you is the power of prefabs. What I have shown you though is the confusion of prefabs. If we go into our blue block and we change the color to purple, then all of these blocks turn to purple. If we give them a health of 3, then all of these blocks will now be health 3. Health 3, yeah. This is when we're editing the prefab. So back to 2, back to blue, save it, and all those will be blue and 2 again. Let's play our game. So 1, oh, missed it, 2, yeah, that's working perfectly. And we can have some fun when we get behind those. I think the ball might be moving a little bit too slowly. I hope it's not stuck in an endless loop there. It shouldn't be. Okay, good, good, good. It's come back down again. I'm sure you don't want to just sit there and watch me play this half-complete version of Arkanoid in Unity, but it's quite addictive gameplay, isn't it? Oh, wow. Bosh. And yeah, I've won. Fantastic. Okay, so I think we can stop there. We've looked at getting a reset for the reset button, and we've looked at using prefabs and blocks. And we found that there can be a lot of confusion, a lot of problems about whether you're editing the block instance in the hierarchy or whether you're editing the block prefab, which then updates all the other ones. Somehow we managed to get our prefabs mixed up the wrong way around when we created a variant. The renaming caused a problem as well. So prefabs are great, but there's some pitfalls. Prefabs can be a little bit confusing sometimes. In the next video, we're going to look at setting up our heads-up display. Thank you very much.